So this is the boat that we're supposed to sail to paradise on, huh?
Well, Chuck said it was the most beautiful rental boat he'd ever seen.
Yeah, well, Chuck should have made sure the engine worked first.
He didn't go on it. He just happened to see it.
Well, maybe next time we can get a recommendation from a sailor, not a spectator. Now, that's the kind of boat I was hoping for.
Isn't there something in the scriptures that says, "I shall not covet thy neighbor's yacht"?
Yeah, let's go covet a little closer.
You need a hand shoving off?
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Oh, that's really nice of you.
No problem.
Is that your boat over there?
Oh, that's a friend's. I'm holding out for one of these.
Oh, I see. Well, if you're still around when we get back, I'll give you the grand tour.
It's a deal.
Thanks, folks.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Bye. Rich people are different from you and me, you know?
Yeah, they got bigger boats.
Yeah, but are they happy?
Damn, right there. What do you say we head up the coast? There's some nice coves up there. We can go for a swim.
That's fine by me. As long as I'm home by 11.
You don't have to work till 9 or 10 tomorrow.
Well, I know, but I like to watch Xena.
Oh, you watched that?
Yes, every chance I get.
Do you think she and Gabrielle are having a fling?
Come on. What are you saying, that women can't have close friends?
Oh, there's close, and then there's Ellen.
Mayday! This is the motor yacht K2. We need your help.
K2, this is the Coast Guard. What's the nature of your emergency?
It's my wife. My wife is being attacked by sharks. Oh, God, please, please.
K2, isn't that...
The boat that we looked at.
K2, what is your position?
We're in Harper's Cove. We're in Harper's Cove. Please, hurry.
God.
Sir, we'll be there in 10 minutes. Administer first aid.
I can't. She's... It's too late. It's too late.
Hey, Ted Mayhew.
Who was that with the chief?
Good morning, Harry.
First thing we say is good morning.
Good morning. Who was that with the chief?
No sincerity in that greeting.
Absolutely none at all.
For the last time, who was that with the chief?
Did you notice a definitive lack of etiquette in this squadron?
Just simple things like thank you and please.
Good morning. All right, all right. It's Ted Mayhew. He's been made captain. The chief's taking him around for intros.
That's all?
That's all.
You didn't bring him into my office.
Well, the chief was in a rush. He's got a hearing downtown. I'm sure he'll bring him to your office later.
Here's a case. Investigate it.
Oh.
Who knows? Hey, it's the woman who was attacked by sharks.
Fairchild.
Uh-huh.
It shouldn't take too long to wrap up unless the autopsy comes up with something weird.
Assuming there's enough of the body left to autopsy.
Hello, Franny. It's Harry. I know you know who it is. Listen, Franny. Remember how we were talking about retirement?
What were you talking to the chief about?
Oh, about Harry's 30th anniversary. The chief wants to have a party for him.
Oh, and he wants you to hire the naked girl to pop out of the cake.
Nothing that fancy, just coffee and cookies. But he's having a 30-year pin made up for him, especially. Down at the lab, he'd like me to pick it up for him. Oh, and he wants to keep the whole thing a surprise.
Oh, then I guess he shouldn't have told you.
What, are you saying I can't keep a secret? Dead men talk more than I do.
Uh-huh, and with a higher degree of repartee.
You ever seen a shark death before?
Only in Jaws.
They're unique. No doubt about what killed her.
What are those small round bruises on her chest?
Got me, but whatever caused them could have happened before she went into the water. They definitely had nothing to do with the cause of death. This is what's left of her bathing suit and her life jacket.
We'll run these down to the lab for photos.
Should have this closed off by dinner.
Yeah, that's what we figure.
Hey, wait. No, you can't board without permission.
Yes, we can. We're cops.
Come on, Cassie. It's a common courtesy. It's like ringing a doorbell.
Well, there isn't any doorbell.
Figuratively. I'm speaking figuratively.
Fine. I just rang it figuratively.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm Sergeant Ryan. This is Sergeant St. John, Palm Beach Police Department.
Oh, yeah, please, come on board. I gave a statement to the police last night.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Fairchild. It's just routine checkup.
I know you.
Yeah, you do. We helped you with your mooring lines yesterday.
That's right. Yeah, that's what it was. So, what can I fill in for you?
Well, we know you went for a cruise yesterday afternoon. You anchored at Harper's Cove around dusk.
Magic hour. When the sun's gone down but the sky's still light. Perfect for sipping wine and making love. Which is what we did. And afterwards, Catherine wanted to get in the water. She loved to float alongside the boat. So I helped her on with her life jacket and made sure she was tied off the stern, and then I went down in the galley and started to make dinner. And the next thing I knew, I heard her scream.
Is that when he made the call on the radio?
I ran topside, and I saw what was going on, and I called the Coast Guard, but it was too late. It was already too late. So I suppose you want to take a look around?
It's not a problem.
Help yourself.
Thanks.
It was something she loved to do. The floating. She'd had me tie the end of the line to her life jacket. She'd lie in the water for hours. Said it made her feel like an astronaut. The weightlessness.
Morning, Miss Fairchild.
You can't clean the boat today, Jim. The police need to examine things.
Police?
Didn't you hear? Mrs. Fairchild was killed in an accident last night.
Oh, my God. What happened?
She was attacked by sharks.
Sharks? No way.
I'm afraid it's true, Jim.
No. No, it wasn't sharks.
What did he mean by that?
I have no idea.
How well did he know Mrs. Fairchild?
Same as he knew me. He'd come down once a week, clean the boat. Most of the time, Catherine and I weren't even here.
Beautiful boat.
It was. I'm not sure if I'll ever be able to enjoy being on it again. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Not right now. If anything comes up, we have your number.
Mr. Fairchild, did you use that boat hook during the attack on your wife?
Not during the attack, no. Afterwards, I used it to bring her up to the stern. Why do you ask?
Well, we found some bruises on your wife's chest, and now we know where they came from.
Thank you for your time. And we're very sorry about your loss.
Thank you.
You're cops, aren't you?
Matter of fact, we are.
Hear about the Fairchild woman, huh?
Right again. You live on this boat?
Hell, lady, the only reason to be seen near a tug like this is if you live on it.
Did you know the Fairchilds?
Oh, yeah. We were great friends. I used to go over there every day for champagne and pate. I don't mind answering questions as long as it's not a damn fool.
Did you notice anything unusual going on yesterday?
Well, now, that's a damn fool question. You and the lady were here. Why should I notice anything you missed?
Well, because obviously you don't miss much of anything.
You got that right.
Well, how about the past few weeks? You notice the K2 going in and out of the slip much?
Hell no. The only in and out on that boat happens in the stateroom.
Fairchilds come here often?
Make that singular. Hardly ever saw the husband.
I bet you can tell us who was visiting the missus.
Mm-hmm. The maintenance kid, Willis. He spent a lot more time on Mrs. Fairchild than he did on deck.
Thanks. Bed was made up in the stateroom.
Didn't Fairchild say that they had made love before his wife went swimming?
I know detail slips past you, does it?
I take my cue from Dwight.
Yeah, that bed looked like it hadn't been slept in a while.
Well, maybe while she was swimming, he straightened up.
No, does he look like the kind of guy who would straighten up anything himself?
Point taken. He did seem awfully anxious to tell us of them having made love.
Maybe that was meant to impress us.
What about how good their relationship was?
Yeah. You know, he said he used the boat hook after the attack to get her back to the boat.
Yeah.
Well, why do that if she's still attached to the rope?
Do I get the impression that you think this is something more than an accident?
Your perception never ceases to amaze me. I say we go talk to the maintenance man.
You read my mind.
Excuse me, we need to talk to you.
Hey, we just want to talk!
Police, I need your vehicle.
So what's the deal, Willis?
Look, I told you I had nothing to do with Catherine's death.
So why'd you run?
There's a warrant out for me in Montana.
What for?
Assault. I got in a bar fight. You know, I figured you'd run a check on me and kicked it out.
Let's get back to you and Catherine.
We were having a thing.
Well, we know that. Did Fairchild?
I don't know.
Take a guess.
I told you I don't know. Maybe. Catherine, she was getting real worried a couple weeks ago, and she told me we had to cool it until she could figure out if her husband was on to us or not.
Why, did she think he might have been?
She didn't say.
Well, maybe it was her way of dropping you.
No chance. She used to say she couldn't live without me.
Looks like she was right.
You gonna book me?
Well, you can take care of that warrant. Stick around in case we need to talk to you and you're out here.
When you heard Miss Fairchild was dead, you said it wasn't sharks. But our coroner says there's no doubt that's what killed her.
However she died, Fairchild made it happen.
Wait a second. Are you saying that he had a school of trained sharks?
No. I'm telling you, he killed her. And if you guys buy his story, then this guy's gonna get away with murder.
Harry, are you okay?
Never better. Just did a 3-mile run. Feel wonderful.
You ran 3 miles?
Ran some, walked some.
How much walking?
Last 2 miles.
You got a medical alert card?
Not funny.
Yeah, well, didn't mean to be funny.
Are you sure you're okay?
Count on it. Shooting the combat course this afternoon.
Sure you don't want to rest?
A supervisor is supposed to set an example. Lead, not follow.
Yeah. The place is going to lead us is the ICU.
Okay, thank you. Yes. Well, her nearest relative is a maiden aunt in Detroit who she hasn't talked to in years, and most of the people in this organizer are high and by folks. Oh, and the hairdresser says that she hasn't talked to him.
Another popular misconception.
Well, your guy says you tell him everything.
I do not. And if I told him everything about you, he wouldn't even take your call. Wow. You know what the odds of being attacked by a shark are?
Yeah, about as good as me winning the lottery.
100 million to 1. You know the odds of being killed by a shark?
Probably as good as me spending the night with Jenny McCarthy.
No, less. 300 million to 1.
All right, let me ask you something. She's got no close friends. She probably doesn't have meaningful conversation with Mr. Clean, so who does she confide in about being followed?
She and her husband share the same lawyer.
No. No, because according to this, she's got her own lawyer.
So let's go talk to him.
I'm really sorry, officers, but I'm afraid that I can't help you.
The client's deceased.
Which technically makes her your ex-client.
See, I'm afraid that her business is still confidential, along with her personal affairs.
Well, that's all we want to know about is her personal affairs.
Well, as I said,
You don't handle criminal matters, do you, Mr. Fletcher?
as it says on my door, I'm primarily a civil attorney.
So still you're familiar with Title 17, Section 501 and 506?
Which obligates you to cooperate with the police with regard to a deceased client.
Title 17, is that a state statute?
Come on, Mr. Fletcher, you're playing with us now. You know perfectly well it's federal.
This is a discussion about Mr. Willis, isn't it?
It is.
Had Mr. Fairchild found out about it?
Well, Mrs. Fairchild believes so. I mean, not that it would have mattered if he had found out and decided to pursue a divorce. She still retained all of her community and personal rights.
Does she know he'd found out?
Well, not for certain. She'd been followed by a man for a number of weeks, but there'd been no repercussions, so she couldn't be sure.
Did she describe the man?
Only that he was a heavyset man with freckles.
Sweeney.
Yeah.
Title 17?
The warning that plays at the beginning of any rental video.
Very nice.
Thank you. Sweeney!
How's it going? And my priest told me there wasn't any hell on earth.
Nice talk, considering you owe us.
Right. And ulcers what I owe you.
Nice glasses. What you working on?
Nothing that concerns you?
Well, maybe if you tell us, we'll go away.
Yeah, sure.
Well, try us. Maybe it's your lucky day.
Guy jumps bail, leaves the bondsman holding 100 G's worth of paper. Guy's girlfriend lives over there. I figure maybe he comes out of hiding for a little midday boinky boink.
What, he comes out and sees his shadow, we get 8 more weeks of winter?
Hey, you asked, I told. Now, do you go away?
In a minute. First, let us in on what you found out working for Walter Fairchild.
Oh, come on, St. John. You know the rules. I can't even confirm I worked for the guy.
Hypothetically.
Why don't you hypothetically split?
Why don't we go out and canvass the area for witnesses? We'll tell them we're cops.
What does that do to your stakeout?
And to think I had a crush on you.
Ha!
This is all hypothetical.
Absolutely.
Positive.
Okay. I'm hired to follow the wife. 3 weeks later, I got a file on her 2 inches thick.
The boat duck guy, Willis.
You know that. What are you squeezing me for?
Today's word is corroboration.
Okay.
Okay.
I got times, dates, photos. I got the whole schmear.
So you give the file to your hypothetical client?
Hypothetically. And I'm feeling pretty good about it, too. I figure I'm working the divorce at $125 a day, and it ought to go on for a while. But I don't hear from him.
What do you mean?
Just what I said. I get a check in the mail for services rendered, but nothing else. It's like the report never happened.
But he read it.
Oh, yeah. Leafed through the photos while I was in his office.
How'd you react?
Didn't blink. Most guys see photos like that, I'm scraping them off the ceiling. This guy, it's like I just delivered a pizza.
Oh, let's get back to basics. Motive, opportunity, means.
Fine, so why'd Fairchild have his wife follow?
I don't know. Maybe she found somebody new to float her boat.
Yeah, but when he found out, he didn't bother to fire the new captain. And why hire Sweeney in the first place?
Good questions. No answers.
Get that credit check back?
Yeah. Looks completely normal.
I thought his office was downtown.
Yeah.
So why is he ordering takeout from a place in a marina once a week?
I don't know. Maybe the food's good.
Yeah, but Dwight said he's never down by the boat.
And Dwight is always right.
So why don't we find out where this food's being delivered?
Why don't we?
Secretary said you were having lunch.
Wow, man does not live by bread alone.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
Well, I'm Sergeant Ryan, this is Sergeant St. John, and we're homicide detectives, and normally we ask the questions.
Like, how long have the two of you been lunching together?
We've been seeing each other for a couple of months. She cheated on him, quid pro quo.
Well, carpe diem, too.
You know, some people might construe an affair as a motive for murder.
They might if one had been committed. Catherine's death was a tragic accident. Are you intimating otherwise?
We're investigators,
We're investigating.
like you did.
You mean Sweeney? I had my suspicions. I needed them verified.
To achieve your quid pro quo.
Yes, it made things easier.
Not that Walt needed any more excuses than she gave him.
Aaron,
No, they might as well know. She treated you like dirt. The man was a boat cleaner, for God's sake.
Aaron, that's enough.
Funny, you didn't mention anything about Willis and your wife when we talked to you the first time.
My wife was dead. I didn't see how her memory would be served by talking about her indiscretions.
Especially if it might provide a motive.
My wife died in a tragic accident. Now, I expect you to conduct a complete and thorough investigation. In the long run, it's in my best interest that you do so. But I would appreciate it If in the process you could observe some semblance of common courtesy. And in the future, if you have any questions of me, might I suggest my home or my office? Not unless there's anything else.
No, that'll be it. For now.
You can get back to your lunch.
He's good.
Oh, real good.
He's also guilty as hell.
No doubt about that.
Well, it'll be a pleasure nailing him.
It's gonna be hard to do.
Tell me about it.
No. She was definitely alive when she was attacked.
You think she could have been unconscious?
Is it drugs? The preliminary blood screen showed no evidence of barbiturates and only a moderate amount of alcohol. You guys think the husband set her up?
Yeah.
All right, then tell me one thing. How do you ring the dinner bell for a shark?
Of the 368 species of sharks, only 21 have been involved in documented attacks on humans. It's a rare occurrence. Unfortunately, the movies make it seem like it happens every day.
What if you wanted to attract a shark?
Like a new form of Russian roulette?
Yeah, sort of.
Disturbances in the water, like a fish or a swimmer in distress. Sharks are very opportunistic.
Like a lot of people we know.
Mm-hmm. How else? Well, you could use an attractant.
Like blood in the water?
Yes, although that dilutes pretty fast. Shark fishermen and researchers use something called shark chum.
Can you buy that over the counter?
Yeah, there's a bait shop down at the marina. They sell it in 25-pound buckets.
And this draws the sharks?
Yes, but once the shark is in the suspended cloud of chum, you really need some sort of mechanism to ensure that the shark zeroes in on its target. This is about the Fairchild attack, isn't it?
Sure is.
You think the husband did it?
Well, we're just investigating all possibilities.
He did it. You know, the odds of getting killed by a shark
Are
are...
about 300 million to 1.
I'm impressed, Sergeant.
So how many of these buckets would you need?
One would be ample.
Well, thank you for your time.
Okay, I hope you nail him.
Sorry.
Could we have a word with you? Don't tell me. The guy at the hamburger stand is bitching about the smell.
No, but he certainly made...
Every time you get an onshore flow, he's up in arms. He don't like the smell of fish. Let him move inland is what I say.
Well, the man's got a point.
Damn right. Now, what can I do you for?
You're the only shop in the area that sells shark chum.
Absolutely guaranteed to bring them in. My own formula. You'd never guess what's in it.
Well, actually, that's just more information than we need.
We were wondering if you've ever seen this man.
Sure. That's Walter Fairchild.
You know him?
Just on the newscast. His wife's the one who got killed the other night.
That's right. Have you seen him in here before?
Don't think so. Had a guy in about a week or so ago. Looked kind of like him. But he had on a big straw hat and sunglasses. Thing was, he didn't look like a fisherman.
You buy shark chum?
Uh-huh. I wanted to talk to him about tackle, but all he wanted was the chum. Tell the truth, I don't think he knew squat about fishing.
Let me guess, he paid cash, right?
Uh-huh.
So he bought a bucket?
As a matter of fact, he bought 2. I told him one would last him for a few days, but he wanted 2. He acted like he was afraid to touch something. Like God forbid he should get dirty.
Like God forbid he leave fingerprints. Thank you.
See you.
Hey. Okay, what do you got? What do you want done with it?
We got a life vest and a bathing suit. We need you to photograph it for us.
Okay. How about I put the vest on the mannequin and we do a 360?
Perfect.
What happened to it?
Well, a shark took a liking to its owner.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, big ouch.
Cassie, take a look at this.
What?
What do you suppose would make a mark like that?
Can I see that for a second? Thanks. Ron, why don't you take this down to serology and have them analyze the vertical stain?
Okay, you got it.
Thanks.
Yep.
Hey, Cass, take a look at this.
Let's see. Oh, that's great.
We're having the certificate laminated.
He's gonna love it. You know, if he doesn't get off this health kick, we're gonna have to have him laminated.
Hey, you guys.
Hey.
Hey.
We just got a positive on your stain. Cow's blood. What's the guy doing putting a life vest on a cow for?
Well, that's not quite what happened.
Whatever. That's why you guys get the big bucks.
So he gets her in the water, uses chum to attract the sharks.
He tapes a bag of cow's blood on the back of the life vest, punctures a hole in it so the shark knows where to zero in.
Do you remember those round marks on her chest?
Yeah,
So she must have seen the sharks before they attacked and tried to get back on the boat.
and uses the pole to keep her in the water.
Maybe she was just trying to get back on the boat before they arrived.
Then he uses the pole to keep her under the water until the sharks attack.
I want this bastard.
Yeah, the problem is, how do we prove it? Would you believe there are over a dozen places you can buy cow's blood?
Since when did that become such a sought-after commodity?
Maybe Fairchild's passing the word around. We're gonna have a shark killing spree.
Wow. Hey, you guys.
Wow, Harry. Wow, nice suit.
You like it?
Not bad for a guy who was refused a subscription to GQ.
Yeah. I just got a call from Fairchild's attorney.
And he's complaining.
No. As a matter of fact, he said if you want an interview with his client or Aaron Cameron, just give him a call. He set the whole thing up.
Smooth.
Of course, smooth. He's a lawyer.
No, not him, Fairchild.
Yeah, but why include the girlfriend? What's she gonna tell us?
Well, when you went to her office, did you ask her anything?
Oh, no, we zeroed in on Fairchild.
Maybe she's got something to say.
Good thinking, Harry.
That's why he's the captain.
Hey, what's with the suit?
This? Oh, I just thought it was time to update my wardrobe, that's all.
But Harry, you've worn the same wardrobe ever since we've known you. Why now?
Well, the chief just called. He's on his way over to see me. He wants to have a talk with me, and I thought I'd like to look a little more up to date, you know?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, easy for you to say.
He sounds worried. I think we should tell him.
No. Chief will have my head. It'll ruin the surprise. I'm gonna get a little while to wait.
So what do you say we head over and talk to Miss Cameron?
Well, I think that would be better one-on-one.
Like some kind of chick thing?
Well, I wasn't gonna put it that way, but,
But since I did.
yes, a chick thing, sort of.
And the next thing I knew, I'd, honest to God, fallen in love.
And you knew he was married?
Absolutely. He was very upfront about that.
You know, you're a sensible, intelligent woman. Relationship like that.
I know. The problem is, you don't always plan on who you're going to fall in love with.
Well, and you were willing to just continue with this kind of relationship?
No, not at all. He knew that I wasn't going...
Not going to what?
Nothing.
Not going to wait around on him indefinitely?
You are so wrong about him. There is no way he could have had anything to do with Catherine's death.
Did you put a time limit on this thing?
He's kind and gentle. He could never harm another human being.
How long? How long had you told him you'd wait?
A year. I told him I'd wait a year.
And how long have you been seeing him?
Our first-year anniversary is next week. We were going away to celebrate.
So now we know the why.
And still nothing the DA will take to court. Oh, boy, that May guy could have identified Fairchild.
Yeah, but he can't.
Fairchild doesn't know that.
Yes, Mr. Fairchild, our investigation is almost completed. If you could get down to the station, you could pick up your wife's jewelry. No, sir, it should only take a few minutes. Thank you. You'll be here at 4 o'clock.
Biff, be here at 3:45. Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate you coming down.
I'd just like to get this over with if you don't mind.
Well, it'll only take another minute. Why don't you have a seat? I'll get you a glass of water.
Just the jewelry, please.
Well, I'll run down and find out what's keeping our property custodian.
Home on the range, where the deer and the antelope glare.
Tom Ryan.
You're up to something.
Absolutely. Now, I promised Mr. Fairchild that we'd have his property back to him at 4 o'clock. Now, where is it?
Tell him I lost it.
I'm afraid that's not acceptable.
Okay, try offering him some coffee.
Oh, no. Stallings not going to work here. We want the jewelry, and we want it right now.
Does that browbeating ever get a response from any of our people?
Not really, but thanks for asking. Right away. Just a minute.
Home on the range.
So, tell me, what does a boat like that of yours cost?
You in the market, Sergeant?
Well, not me personally, but a few of the guys and I have been talking about pooling our resources, maybe getting a good boat.
Uh-huh. Well, somebody better be on the take. The K2 is worth in the neighborhood of $500,000.
Nice neighborhood.
It keeps the riffraff out now, Sergeant. My wife's things, or I'm out of here.
I apologize for the delay. These sort of things happen all the time.
Not to me. You can send the property to my lawyer's office. He'll sign for it.
Wait.
Is that an order?
Of course not. I've got an idea. Why don't you and I go down to the property room together?
Now, if your clerk couldn't find the property, what makes you think you will do any better?
I'm a detective. I'm good at finding things. Come on, you're already here.
Okay, thanks.
Where's the clerk?
Must have gone to the John. I'll look. Bingo.
Give it to me.
Oh, there's some paperwork here. Come on.
I said 3:45. It's after 4:30.
Big deal, so I'm a couple of minutes late.
Come on.
Is that it?
That's it.
So I'm free to go.
Yes, absolutely.
The property?
Property, which is right here.
Thank you.
Okay.
How you doing, Mr. Fairchild?
Fine, Sergeant St. John, and you?
Never better.
Thank you.
It's like you never even noticed, Biff.
I tell you, I'd hate to play poker with that guy.
Yeah.
down, Fairchild.
Now what?
Part we like best, where we take you to jail.
For what, littering?
Afraid not, Fairchild. Close but no cigar.
What, so I bought some chum from Biff. I went fishing here. Before the night my wife was attacked.
Well, then why destroy the buckets?
I paid for them. I can do with them as I please.
Now you're destroying evidence.
Of what?
Of garlic.
What are you talking about?
It's Biff's secret ingredient. He puts garlic in his chum. It helps attract the sharks to the scent.
Fine, so you will find traces of garlic in the buckets. I never denied I bought them from Biff.
Well, we also found traces of garlic on your wife's swimsuit, her life jacket. So we figured you soaked them in chum before she went in the water.
Unless you were trying to ward off werewolves. Gotcha. Check in there.
Nope.
Hey, what are you doing in here?
Chief wants to see you.
Yeah, well, I don't want to see him.
Harry, come on. He's come all the way from downtown.
I don't care. He can go all the way back.
Harry, what are you so worried about?
He's gonna tell me it's time to retire.
You really think that?
You think I don't see things? The way people stare when I walk into a room, the way they turn away from me.
Hey, you have never looked better. You're in great shape. Look at you. You're a snappy dresser. And not only that, but your entire department is backing you. There's no way he's going to be able to retire you.
You think?
Yes.
Your people won't let it happen. You're not gonna let it happen. Come on, Harry. Remember, the only thing to fear is fear itself.
You know, you're right. Ha! I won't stand for it. If I have to, I'll get the backing of the police association. I'm not a racehorse you could just put out the stud.
That's great. You just go in there and tell him.
You're damn right I will. I'm not an animal. I'm a human being.
That's right.
Surprise!